What's that saying? You know that TV song, that TV show? It's WKRP in Cincinnati. It was a good show. The chick was hot. Lori Morgan. She can't be alive. I mean, that show was like, let me think. Show was like 1980. Remember that? WKRP in Cincinnati, Ozzy? I'm trying to think that the girl, I think her name was Lori. And for some reason, I'm thinking Lori Morgan. What's up? But that's a country singer, Lori Morgan, so I think I'm wrong. What's up, Oz? King Oz is in the house. Don't be bringing them American flags in here. Nah, just kidding. Nah, you'll see a lot of American flags over here in the Philippines. You'll be walking around. People have shirts with American flags, hats with American flags. Yeah, they're very U.S. patriotic. I met some of the war veterans at a VFW that fought in Vietnam. Filipinos that fought in Vietnam with us against the, enemy, the others. Anyway, this is my breakfast this morning. Peanuts. And an energy drink called Cobra. I'm gonna skip the freaking coffee. Get it later though. Anyway, I was trying to remember that. WKRP in Cincinnati. You know that show? Had the cool dude with the sunglasses. I think his name was Johnny, maybe. Had the brother. Don't remember his name. Lester or something. I don't know. But anyway, I was thinking about, I'm reading Nice and Yep. I'm reading that, I was trying to remember, that's about 1980. The chick in there, the hot chick, maybe she was about 30. So now, if she was still alive, that'd be 45, she's probably still alive. 20, 45, 30, 75. Oh man, she's probably almost 80. She's probably close to 80 years old now. Wonder what she looks like now. Les Nessman. Yeah, that's the brother, ain't it? The brother, Les. AC Gamer. Hi, it's my first stream. Welcome to the hood, brother. How you doing, AC Gamer? Lovely Canos. What's up, Lovely? I think I've seen Lovely Canos in here before. The nerd? Oh, yeah, that guy. He reminds me of like Tim Conway. Sort of like him. AC Gamer says it's great. So you're a gamer, dude? What kind of games you into? Lovely Canos, what are you into? What's your thing? What's everybody's hobbies? Let's talk about hobbies today. What the heck? Yeah, I'm a big sports player. I play any kind of game, any kind of sport. But I'm not talking about like video games, but I'm talking about like real, like go outside, play tennis. Dude, I walked like 8 miles in the last 2 days. Love walking. Venus Flytrap. What a name, bro. We need to call Mike and Venus Flytrap. You're subbing now. Oh my gosh, he threatened me. He's like, I'm subbing you, bro. Hey, I was gonna say congratulations. I was gonna say thank you. Thank you for subbing me. I feel like never mind.  Big Oz, he's got the GTA 5 going on. Love your shirt. Clock it. Yeah, I've been wearing it 3 days, bro. I love it that much. I love it so much. I wear it 3 days. That way I don't have to keep paying for laundry. Yeah, appreciate it. I like it too, bro. I got this in North Carolina at the beach. Emily, that was a hot chick in there too. She was can't remember her hair. I think she was a brown hair girl, I believe. But yeah, I remember a little bit. Man, you got a good memory, Oz. What are you doing? Are you on the laptop looking it up? Or you remember all that? Hey, you're on mute. No, I'm not on mute. Filmed by Emily? Nope. Oh, you're saying Emily is this Emily. I think there's a freaking Emily though. In that WKRP. There's some, I remember some girl. Anyway, we're talking about hobbies. What's everybody's favorite hobbies? What do y'all like to do? I know Ozzy said he's into the GA5. I like to go outside and play tennis, pickleball, basketball, baseball, softball, whatever. Any kind of games. And then I like to do family games too. Play some card games, play some Monopoly, just any kind of stuff like that. Oh, you love Cobra. I wouldn't say I love the snake. I don't love the snake. I just have one every now and then, yeah. Soccer. Are you filmed by Emily? Are you Emily? And is that your channel? Anybody wants to advertise their channel? A little advertisement in there. Say, hey, my name is Do. My name is Do. My name is Mikey Pino or Mickey Pino. Anyway, it's too strong. I'm a strong man, and a strong man needs a strong drink. I like my coffee strong too. Like my women. Nah, just kidding. I don't like strong women. I like the weak women. So weak they can't pick up a box. And then they're like, can you help me? Can you help me? I'm like, sure, baby. I got that 1 pound box. Let's see. Nice try, Lucas. Lucas tried to do something. Oh, I don't know. Nice try, Lucas. Oh, that's his name. Nice try. I thought he did something. Rodell. Rodell Saluta. What's up, brother? How you doing? Or sister, brother, sister. Sister to your mother, to the mother, to your daddy, to your papa, to your boom, boom, boom. Ramel's over there singing, it's raining in Manila, Manico, cole, cole, me. Give Bloodbath a happy birthday, everyone. Happy birthday to the Bloodbath. It's just weird saying it, but happy birthday, Bloodbath. Happy birthday, bro. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. I'm gonna like your video. Oh my gosh, they're threatening me, Oz. They're gonna like me. They're gonna sub me. Oh my gosh. Lovely Konos. Where you from, bro? I think it's a girl, though. Where you from, sis? I can't hardly see. Because I'm an old man. I can barely see, I can barely hear. Bloodbath says, it is named after Bloodbath. Godzilla horror. Really? Sounds pretty cool. So, thank you, filmed by Emily. Hey, you girls, guys, all you that sub, gotta watch at least an 8-minute video. If you can't do it, unsub. At least one. Because I got about 1,000 freaking videos, bro. And I didn't do that for nothing. You don't even have to pay admission. You can just watch them. Anyway, for free. Popcorn's not free, though. Are you watching Godzilla? No, I need to watch it, though. Yeah. Just sub. Bloodbath is subbing, too. I'm lagging. I don't know, I might be sagging a little bit. Little sag for the old man. The old man with the plan, don't you understand? The weirdest thing in your fridge. Let's try it. This is a question that just came into my creator thingy. The weirdest thing in your freaking frig. Is that thing on my face? Is that thing on my face, guys? Yeah, shouldn't be lagging. I don't know, bro. I mean, I can't fix the internet. Let's see. I have watched Tushen, Godzilla X, Kong, the New Empire. Oh, lovely colonos from the Philippines. Yeah, I'm here in Manila. When I got here, they said, "Oh, there he is, the thriller in Manila." Frog legs. Oh, I love frog legs. I love to eat frog legs. What are your hobbies, people? Another hobby I have besides playing games and going outside and playing sports and walking like crazy is eating. Love to eat. Having peanuts, bro. You can buy these on the street, Ozzy. The street vendors sell peanuts all the time. I got the spicy ones. They have some red pepper here. Sometimes they do some with garlic. Sometimes they'll have that little red thing on the outside, the skin, the peanut skin thing. But they have different options. And then you pick whatever size you want. I got a big size here, which is 50 pesos. It's about 95 cents, somewhere around there, about 90 cents. A lot of freaking peanuts. I ate a lot of them last night. They're really good too when you buy them on the street. Now, if you don't buy them on the street, I'm not crazy about the nuts here, unless you buy them on the street, to be honest with you. Mr. Dinosaur, what's up, Mr. Dinosaur? Hey, you'll be back? Okay, lovely. A block of butter. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes I do quite a bit of butter. I believe, personally, that kind of fat is good for you. That kind of fat and meat, natural butter, not the fake synthetic stuff. But that kind of stuff and meat and greens, lots of greens. Now, Betty White lived to 99 years old. Yeah, she lived to 99. You know, the thing that she said was her favorite thing to eat, that she ate it a lot. Let's see if anybody can guess. Betty White lived to 99 years old as an actress. And what was her favorite thing to eat? Let's see if anybody can figure it out. And we could do a game too if y'all want. Anyway, Dinosaur, but Beth. Hey, fan. If you needed this. But Jesus loves you, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones here below, they are weak, he is strong. Yes, Jesus loved me. You know, Jesus is an Asian. Look it up. Israel is part of Asia. So he's Asian. A lot of people don't know that. Anyway, I'm here to educate and alliterate. Let's see. Charlie says, ice, baby. Ice, baby. Stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new edition. Something. Okay. Charlie. What's up, Charlie? Avril Bean. Hey. How you been? She's thinking, man, this dude's freaking awesome. Yeah. Inner sanctum, says fresh fish inside an ice cream container. Very Filipino. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right, man. They use that. They use those ice cream containers for everything. They'll go buy ice cream for like a birthday party or whatever, and then they keep those ice cream containers forever. Use them like Tupperware, cause it is like Tupperware, really. And for real, I'm back, guys, with a whole new edition. Ice is back with a whole new edition. Yeah. Inner Sanctum. What's up, Inner Sanctum? Something grabs a hold of me tightly and nightly. Okay, once again, what is some of your favorite things to do, guys? Some of your favorite stuff to do. Try to think of something else. I like climbing up mountains. But I never use my hands. I always just walk up the mountain. Welcome back, lovely Konos. Thank you for being the best moderator a man could ever have. It sounded so romantic. Ozzy, you're the best moderator a man could ever have. Oh my gosh, that's weird. Oh, dude, you know what happened to me? Y'all want to hear a cool story that happened to me yesterday? Really cool story. Here in the Philippines. It just shows you how awesome the Philippines is. Anybody want to hear? I'm not going to say it unless you want to hear. Love Lagono says, heck yeah, boy, bring it on. All right, here we go. So, I'm out walking around doing my vlog. I just finished a vlog over in BGC. There's this dude across the street. Well, I was trying to walk back to my hotel room. And the dude across the street was a brother, man. And I was looking at him, I was like, we have a lot of brothers over here from Africa, or somewhere else. But I was like, this dude, he looks like an American brother. So I'm across the street from him. I wave over at him. He's waving back. Super nice guy. And I said, I'm gonna go talk to my boy. So anyway, I went across the street, talked to him. And man, we hit it off, bro. Yeah, he's freaking awesome, dude. Yeah, Corey, my boy. Yeah, his name's Corey. And so, yeah, we hit it off and we were talking about Philippines and he's been here for a year. Oh, hold on, a year? No, is it a year? I think it was like 3 months or 6 months, something like that. I think it was 3 months. But anyway, nice haircut. Thank you, bro. This is from the Filipinos here, this haircut. You can thank, I have to thank them. Yeah, they get all the credit. But anyway, so I'm hanging out with Corey. And then we wind up going over to TGIF. Thank God it's Friday here in BGC. Homeboy says, dude, you can have anything you want. I'm like, okay, I'll take those 3 beautiful girls over there in the corner. Nah, I'm joking. Nah, he's talking about food. He's like, you can have anything you want, man. I got you. But he didn't talk like that. He talked like a white dude. Because he's very white. I'm more black than Corey is. But Corey is brown. But he's black. Anyway, documenting. Nice haircut, nice glasses. Thank you, bro. You're awesome. You are my favorite plane documenter. What's up, TD Willits? How's it going, brother? Or sister? Or animal? So, yeah, he's like, you can have anything you want, bro. So, of course, I order everything on page 1, 4, 7, 9, because that's my favorite numbers. So I just say, I take everything from all these pages. Joke! I was kidding. No, I ordered a shrimp and chicken pasta. Oh my gosh. TGIF, I don't really care for it back in the US, but over here, it's really good. The pastas are absolutely wonderful. Yeah, the pastas are fantastic. So yeah, that's what I got. I got that in a Coke. And Ozzy, when you get here, if you want some free water at a restaurant, you say, "Can I have some service water, please?" And they will bring you free filtered service water. Free. So that's what you do. You ask for service water. Don't just ask for water. Service water. If you ask for water, they might charge you for it, like a bottle of water or something like that. Anyway, Alexa says, for me, it's a gumboot, a fancy sea slug. The weirdest thing in my fridge is ketchup. Dude, that's not freaking weird. How is that weird, Rodell? Is there Fridays in the PI? Heck yeah. Yeah, right here. There's TGIFs all over. We got Cebu. We got TGIF there. Right here. And I think Baguio, I think, has TGIF. BGC, TGIF. Quezon City. Quezon, yeah, they have it. They're all over the place, man. A lot of places. A lot of TGIFs. Love your shirt, by the way. Thank you, Alexa. Rodell says, sorry, there's nothing weird in my fridge. I guess nobody's got a cat in the fridge. Anyway. Avril Lavigne says, the weirdest thing in my fridge is two pigs. What are two pigs doing in your freaking fridge? Avril? You still have some left here, dude. Okay, two pig is not pigs. I know. They try to trick you. You think you're buying two pigs, and then they give you freaking sticky rice wrapped up in a banana leaf. What a scam. I know Star Wars. Yeah, bro. Heck yeah, man. Star Wars is awesome, bro. What's up, Alexa? You like Star Wars? I'm going to spam the heart. Oh, thank you, Rodell. You're so wonderful. How could you be so heartless? It's over, Mike. I have the high ground. What the heck are you talking about, Alexa? Puella, puello, puello. So yeah, my boy Corey, sorry. My boy Corey, we're watching the basketball game inside the restaurant at the TGIF. Homeboy gets, I said, what are you getting? He said, I'm getting chicken strips and French fries. It's what I've been eating all my life at TGIF. He's talking about ever since he was a little kid. Eating the same thing, bro. I said, dude, it's time to grow up. Alexa, Mike in charge here. Just call me Alex. How could you be so heartless? What am I eating, bro? This is my breakfast, bro. A breakfast of champions. Ozzy, how you doing, Ozzy? Are you still here, bro? How you doing? That's what I'm eating, bro. This is my breakfast. Lonely Gono says, inside my fridge, it's just an ice. You just want me to sing Ice Ice Baby again. Doing good, Oz? Yeah, I don't know if I asked. I'm sure I did. Just freaking repeat mode. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? But anyway. So yeah, Corey is super cool. African brother. He got him a girl. Girl staying over here in the Philippines. She's not a Filipina. No, sirree, Bob. Corey did not get a Filipina, but they live together here in the Philippines, enjoying that discount life. Yeah, he got him a nice place, bro. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to go over there, record his pad, give you some prices, probably get to meet his old lady. She ain't that old. She's about 30. Anyway, and hopefully we can do a video with me, my homeboy Corey, and his girl. But his girl's not Filipina, but she is Asian. She's still Asian. Anybody want to guess what country? Nobody guessed. What was that question I asked earlier? Oh, that's your son's name, Corey. Oh, Ozzy. Maybe it was your son. Is your son black? Brown? I bet this is the son that's like 7 foot. I mean, not 7 feet. Is it 7 feet? Nah, I think it's like 6 feet 11 or 6 feet 10, something like that. Let's see. This is my first time being caught in live chat. You're the nicest guy I ever seen. Wow, man, that means a lot. Unless you've only seen like one guy or two guys. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. 6'10". Corey is 6'10". Man, he's taller than the guy I met, so it must not be him. Still might be black, but it's not the same guy. Yeah, this dude, he's probably about 6 feet tall. Or 5'11", something like that. Anyway, he's like super white, man. He's talking like a white guy, you know? We're hanging out. He's like, yeah, I'm about to go get something to eat, you know? And he showed me a picture of his hot Asian girlfriend, by the way. Corey's doing good. His parents are rich. He's doing real good. Got him a hot girl, living in a sweet, wonderful place in BGC, Philippines. Bruh. Rodell says, it said something about this Philippines. I don't know what that means. It said something about, Philippines expat thing. Yeah, expat is somebody that is living in one country and they go to another country. So I expated. Expatriate is the long word. I expated from the US and I came here to the Philippines. So I'm an expat. Maybe that's what you're talking about. I don't know. Anyway, the weirdest thing in my fridge is spicy mango. Yum, yum, eat 'em up. Yum, yum, eat 'em up. You know, I'm not a big fan of mango, but I don't know if I've ever had spicy. Avril Lavigne, are you still here? No, it's okay. I live in the Philippines, man. Sweet, bro. And here's another cool thing, Ozzy. My brother Corey and everybody else. My brother Corey is a fan of the same team as me for basketball, college basketball. Anybody want to guess what that is? I ain't had nobody guess where his girl was from, the Asian girl. You don't know what country she's from. And do you know what college basketball team he's like a fan of? Dehydrated cabbage. Is that good, man? I've never seen dehydrated cabbage before. Never seen it. Patriots. No, bro. No, I said college basketball. Maybe there's a college basketball team, Patriots. I don't know. Probably up there where you're at, probably. Rodell says, you're eating, and that makes me hungry. Yeah, sorry about that, Rodell. Now I feel guilty. Dun, 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 dun. They throw me in the prison cell. What did you do? I was eating on live, sir. 55 years. Rodell says, also, I don't want to be rude, but how do I get this answer to the weirdest thing in your fridge out of my profile stuff? Well, Rodell, I mean, I can delete it for you. You want me to delete it for you? Or maybe Ozzy can. You want, if you want, somebody here can delete it. I don't know. I don't know if you can delete it or not. You might be able to touch on your message and maybe delete it that way. Oh, Ozzy's about to go to bed, so I can delete it for you if you want. Didn't get any sleep last night. Bro, how many girls you have over there? Ozzy's a wild man. He was partying all night, singing Crazy Train, hanging out with a bunch of ladies. Wild, crazy dude. Yeah, it's blocking your face. Oh, it is? Okay. I'm going to get rid of it. There we go. That's what he's talking about. I thought he was talking about something else. I'm not sure. Is this weird? But the weirdest thing, I think, is fried chicken. So it is weird to unalive a chicken, fry it up, then throw it in the refrigerator. Yeah, I got rid of that. I didn't know if that, I thought he was talking about something different. Thank you, Oz. You have a wonderful night, bro. I appreciate it. The weirdest thing in my fridge is an empty fridge with mold. Bro, Greg, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry about that. Dude, where are you at, bro? Are you in New York City? In New York City. Rodell says, it's great. You can always reheat it, man. Ain't that the truth? Ozzy says, laugh out loud. Couldn't shut my brain off. Bro, you'd be in the Philippines, you won't be able to shut your brain off either. You'd be staying up all night. You'd be like, oh my gosh, like I'm keeping you up. Anyway, bye, Mike. I'm going to go do some dishes. All right, have a good time, bro. Rodell says, Philippines is my own country. You are a lucky man, Rodell. Philippines is a wonderful, beautiful place. They're going to kick me out of here in about a year. But I could probably come back. About a year, year and a half, something like that. You know, they'll kick me out for, anyway, for wearing this shirt too many days. I'll still be wearing the same shirt a year from now. And like, this guy got to go. He's still wearing the same shirt. Dude, I forgot to put all chats on. So if I missed anybody's chat, sorry. But it's not exactly my fault. YouTube should just make it automatically all chats. I always have to change it every time I come in. Greg says, need double pane windows to live there long term. Just need an air conditioner, right? Or live in Baguio. Don't need any air conditioning. Don't need any fans. Don't need nothing up in Baguio. Ozzy says, my buddy and I were talking about flying there next February. Dude, next February or March. That's next year. No, I would say something, but, you know, it's not very nice to say. Anyway, I'll just put it this way. YOLO. YOLO, bro. YOLO. But anyway, you know, you hurt my feelings, man. I wanted to see you, Ozzy. I wanted to see you soon, bro. So we can have peanuts for breakfast. Let's see, Greg says, barking dogs, noisy roosters, drunk neighbors, need my ear chopped off. You know, you can be in situations like that. Greg, are you Filipino, bro? I don't think I'll be able to do it. Yeah, I understand, bro. It's all good. It's life, you know. I'll try not to cry too hard. Anyway, Rodell says, one time the weirdest thing in my fridge was frozen blood because of the raw meat. That's funny, bro. Yeah, it's sort of scary when you first said it. I was reading it. I was like, frozen blood? What are you talking about? This breakfast is too good. Not. I almost went and got me some pancakes from the Jollibee. But I bought these peanuts last night, saving some money, because I needed to eat something last night. I was, get hungry at nighttime. So I ate some of them last night. And I was like, oh, dude, I finished these in the morning, having for breakfast. A bunch of freaking peanuts. I said peanuts, by the way. We moved to Hong Kong, though. Did you just say Jollibee? Yeah, I did. Uh-huh. Yeah, because I had some of their pancakes, bro. They're really good. Pancakes at Jollibee. Good. Only about $1, a little bit more than $1. Comes out 82 pesos. Big old flapjacks in Filipinos. In the U.S., we also call pancakes flapjacks. Just little FYI, let you know. Rodell said, that's crazy. Fried chicken in my fridge is chicken joy. Ozzy over here, they tend to call it the fried chicken at Jollibee chicken joy. I would call them hot cakes. Oh, that's another one too. I forgot about that one. Yeah, hot cakes, pancakes, flapjacks. Goes good with gravy. All the chicken. Gotcha, bro. Dude, I'm sort of waiting for some of my American people to pop in here. I haven't seen them today. Yeah. Like Samos Curtis. Who else? Samos Curtis, Max, Scotty. Yeah. Especially if Scotty and Max could come back. Be the battle of the old guys. Greg Masters says, best chicken is from Bojangles and Churches. Yeah, I like Bojangles. And I like Chick-fil-A. That reminds me, Corey's dad, the guy I was hanging out with yesterday, the American guy here in the Philippines, his dad owns a Chick-fil-A. And some freaking Subway. Rodell says, who in here has ate Subway food? Because they have Subways here in the Philippines. Who has had Subway in the Philippines? Let's put it that way. But yeah, Greg, also Subway and Chick-fil-A. Yeah, he owns both. Franchise. I almost dropped that one. My hands are getting so freaking oily, bro. Greg, it sounds like you live in a rough life, bro. Sounds like you're in an area somewhere in the Philippines where you got all the crazy stuff going on. I mean, that's sort of where I was at, Except I was also by the highway. A lot of noise, But if you're here in the Philippines, you don't necessarily have to be in the crazy spot. You could be in a not crazy spot. Let's see. And that's pretty much anywhere in life, right? You go to USA. You could go live in downtown Detroit, or you could go live in, let me think of town, Mount Airy, North Carolina. Peaceful place. Rodell says, Greg has a rough life. What do you mean? My dad has no money, just 300. Well, I didn't say you did. I didn't say your dad didn't have a rough life either. I'm just saying Greg has, and you probably have, and Joey Joe probably has, and I probably has, and everybody probably has. But I'm just starting with Greg. Now, let's go to number 2. Rodell's dad. Greg says, I was in my mom's side ancestral house in the province. It's in a very rural area. Yeah, exactly, bro. I was in a very rural area too. You know, I've been in very rural areas that were like loud as crap. I think they're louder than where I'm at, bro. You know, you've seen BGC, right, Greg? A lot different. Stop laughing. He hasn't paid the bills. The police are after him. All right. That's why you make the jokes, bro. That sucks, man. Sorry about that. I mean, if it's true. If it's not true, it still sucks to hear the story, I guess. Greg says, right now, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, and the only noise here is gunshots. Yeah. Well, hopefully you get dodged. Hopefully you dodge them. Anyway, hello, what's up, Anna? Anna Panay, how you doing, girl? Where you from? I know you're in the Philippines, but what part of the Philippines? Rodell says, it's not a joke. I'm angry in real life. Stop laughing. Okay, I'm not gonna laugh. Sorry. I apologize to you. But I don't think you should be angry. Maybe frustrated. You know, frustrated, more like frustrated, upset, like, oh my God, this sucks. But if you're angry, that could turn into like mean stuff, you know, when you have anger. You could wind up doing something that you don't want to do, and you could get in trouble for that. So be careful. Try not to have anger, but of course, frustration happens a lot. Like when I went to the US and I put in, 80 job applications, and I wasn't getting a job. And I went to 80 places to try to get a job. And I wasn't getting a job. I was frustrated. But now if I got angry, it might have caused some serious issues. So try not to be angry, man. Just try to relax. Sorry you have to deal with the pain, though. Joshua says, good day, sir. Do you have any tips for any Filipinos who are interested in working in the USA? Well, number one, I wouldn't pick the USA. I got a friend, Filipino guy. He's over in Australia. I'm sure you got a lot of friends too. Australia, he loves it over there. I would try to get to Australia. It's closer to the Philippines too. I know a lot of people have gone to Canada, you know. But anyway, if I had to choose, if I was you guys, I think I'd go to Australia. A lot of people want to go over to Japan, but I have seen them going to Korea here too. So you might want to look at Korea. I've seen opportunity for Korea. I haven't really seen the opportunity for Japan, but everybody wants to go there for some reason. But anyway, yeah, I would check out Australia and maybe Taiwan, because before he went to Australia, he also worked over in Taiwan. Now, as far as tips for USA though, now we'll get back to your question. Marry a foreigner. Joshua, get you a American whatever, girl, boy, whatever you're into, you know. Puppy? No, I'm just kidding, not puppy. Let's see. Rodell says, hold up, Joshua. Oriental blacks. Oriental blacks. What are you talking about? Rodell says, Joshua, are you from the TCCS? I don't know what that is. Yeah, spicy chicken nuggets today. Oh man, that would be delicious. Slack Cyril. I like some spicy food. Matter of fact, maybe I should go to Taco Bell. I haven't been there yet since I've been back to Manila. Joshua, okay, let's see. I'm too hungry to speak. Bro, maybe you can go to somebody in your neighborhood and maybe they'll give you some food, bro. You know, go to somebody in one of the neighbors, and say, you know, try to get some food. You know, I see a lot of people beg opening doors and so forth like that. If you got to do it, you got to do it. Rodell says, Mike, can I have lobby moderator? No, we're probably going to be off here soon, by the way. Greg Masters says, Arizona is booming right now. They have tons of jobs. Here for plumbers, AC installers, warehouse jobs, you name it. Wow, that's awesome, bro. That's wonderful. It's a school with Chinese. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Slack Cyril says, I've been a frequent live stream viewer. I watch a lot of your videos. I see you love spicy chicken nuggets. I'm considering moving to the Philippines, and due to this war, well, how old are you? How old are you, Slack Cyril? How old are you, bro? You got a channel? You want to advertise it? You can. Anyway, let's see. Rodell says, when is it lunch? I want to eat my Jollibee Chicken Joy. Dude, I usually eat somewhere around 12 o'clock. It's 11:23 right now. Exactly. That's what I was thinking, Ozzy. Whenever you want, bro. Slack's just 18. If you know what I mean. Well, Slack, I'd also look at some other countries too. I mean, could look at like closer to you so you don't have to pay so much on the airplane ticket. Like I would check out Paraguay. Yeah, Paraguay. That's a lot closer to you, so it's going to be a lot cheaper since you're only 18. And plus, it will be a lot closer to the USA, so you'll be closer to family. But was there a question I was answering? I don't think there was. Oh, there wasn't. No, we're just talking. Okay. Yeah, this is too. That's why I said Paraguay. Check it out because it's also very, very affordable. You know, they're probably close in price. But yeah, that would be a lot closer to you. You'd be right there in the middle of South America, so you have all those other countries around you too, you know. Anyway, it's just one to check out. You can still check out, you know, stay with the Philippines. You might want to compare them. You know what I'm saying? Compare those two. And Greg's talking about Vietnam. You can compare that too, but I can definitely tell you this. I had some people go to Vietnam and they said they could barely understand. You know, basically you need to learn the language. You need to learn the language over in Vietnam, according to people I've talked to. Please don't end it. All right, well, we'll try to stay on a little bit longer. See where my battery is. Slack says, I might rent that house you made in the video. It looks very comfortable. Yeah, I have one that was very comfortable. It's close to $400, including utilities. Oh, hold on, you might be talking about a different place. Anyway, I got different places: house, apartments, condos, bunch of different places. Videos on different ones. And matter of fact, should be doing a couple more soon. A couple more places. Greg says, yeah, language can be a problem. Most tourists there just Google Translate. Yeah. Rodell? No, of course I'm not angry with you, bro. I, I just told you shouldn't get angry. Here's 3 mottos I got. You only live once, so enjoy life. Another motto is don't trust anybody 100%. Not 100%. Maybe 95, 98, maybe 3%, whatever. So be careful. Don't trust anybody 100%. And YOLO, you only live once. The other one is I forgot. Anyway, Joshua says maybe someone here wants to help a student get a laptop for his studies. That student might help you back, especially if the student has graphic design skills or other technical skills that might help. I mean, guess, Joshua, you're that student. Rodale. Bro, I can tell you this. Over in the U.S., you can go to libraries and rent laptops. They can let you borrow the laptop. So maybe there's somewhere here that does the same kind of thing. Maybe the library, maybe some government facility or school or whatever can let you use that laptop and keep it for a long time and do your stuff and just recheck it out, kind of keep renting kind of thing. That's just one way to do things. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. GoFundMe. You could try to go to the app or website GoFundMe and say, hey, I need a laptop, and then see if people can send you some money, because a lot of people do that. Matter of fact, I wanted to do it too, because I'm almost at the point where I have to go back to the U.S. to work, because I haven't been making much money here at all in the Philippines. So I became like a Filipino sort of. But anyway, yeah, GoFundMe is another one. I would definitely try GoFundMe out. Rodell says, okay, my bad. Sorry, I have anger issues. It's fine, bro. I'm just, it doesn't bother me. I'm just trying to help you out. Christensen says, I've got myself in so much trouble trying to use Google Translate. I know, bro. It sucks. You're right. In one. Chris Patterson says, hi, what's up, Chris? How you doing? Now, I will say, if anybody wants to help with funding, they can let me know, kind of thing, but we'll figure something out. So if there's any kind of big desire to that. Let's see. America has been such, but I'll tell you what, so many people need so much help. It's tough. It's tough. And I start to see so many people here in the Philippines that are so good off. A lot of them aren't, but then there's a lot that are very, very good off. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Sometimes I feel like I'm in the first world country and the USA is like a second world country. Sometimes I feel like that. Anyway, there's so many people here that are doing good, but a lot of people aren't. It goes both ways. Slack says America has been such a mess recently. Been very scary. Yeah, that's what I hear, bro. But yeah, I would definitely check out the Paraguay and maybe look at some other places. Thailand too. A lot of people like Thailand. If you're Joshua, but if you're going to come over here to Asia, you might as well go to the Philippines. That way you don't have to learn another language. If you're Joshua from Jesus, the Clement side, you probably don't want to see me now. Slack Cyril says, yes, it has. Rodell says, Mike, look at the emoji paddle. where you can send it. What you talking about, bro? Send what? You talking about me sending money to you? I can't send money to people. They can send money to me, but I can't send to them. As far as I know, unless there's something. Is there a way for me to send money out? I don't think there is. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Chris says I'm good. Hand, my finger is stuck. Sorry, Rodell. Slack Cyril says I have 14,000 in my savings. How long will that last me in the Philippines? Wow, really? $14,000? Blow. I was about to say blow. Bro, be careful. Be very careful with your spending, because the big thing is that airplane ticket. Okay, the airplane ticket, passport, all that kind of stuff. And so if you did come over to whatever country you're going to, just have a budget. Be careful with it. Figure out a monthly budget of how cheap you can live in that country. Figure out, or, good cost, for that country. And stick to that budget. So, and I recommend you try to get a job that you can bring over here and work in the Philippines too. If you can contact a company that will let you go like online, come over here and bring it with you and work that way. Or wherever you go to. But the 14,000, you're going to spend at least 1,000 on ticket. They're going up in price, so. And then go back is another 1,000. And you always want to not spend everything. So let's say you spend about, say, 8,000 or 9,000. Let's say 8,000. Let's say you spend about $800 a month. That's going to last you about 10 months, right? $800 times 10 months. That's 8,000. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, $800 times 10 months. But if you're going to set that 800, make sure you don't go over that amount. You could live cheaper. You could come over here and live $500 if you want, but you might not be too happy if you did that. Chris Patterson says, I'm good. Miss Click. So, could be, I would say, anywhere between like 600 to 12 months, something like that. It really just depends on you, your lifestyle, all that kind of stuff. But stick with a budget. I'm super tired. No, like you can see hearts there. Can I see hearts? Yeah, I can see the hearts come in when they came in. Yeah, I don't see any hearts right now, but yeah, I see them come in. Papa Eric says, hello, sir. What's up, Papa? Now, I was just finishing that conversation, Rodell. Thank you for the hearts, by the way. Now I had to answer. I was trying to help somebody out, basically. Anyway, my peanuts are running dry, bro. Ain't got much peanuts left. Yeah, dude, I don't think you're angry. Anyway, it's freaking spicy. What's up, Aganda? How you doing? Where you from? Man, that was super spicy. Woo! That was super spicy. Live stream, there's some kind of requirements. I think they changed it. I don't know what the requirements are now. I think you got to have 50 subscribers, though, I believe. But you can check the requirements on it. Just Google what's the requirements to live stream on your YouTube channel. Ah, man. Holy crap moly, that was spicy. I got one of the big peppers and put it in my mouth. All right, we just got 1 hour. Man, it's getting hot. I gotta turn the air condition on here. Hey, Ozzy, you still here, bro? was going to show you something. Oh, really? Cool. Hold on, let me turn this air con. We got a remote control here for the air conditioner. Boom. You're going to pay about 20 bucks for this room here, Ozzy, if you were to get it. It's close to the BGC, the beautiful area over here that I keep talking about in the city. I know I don't talk about a lot about the country areas, but there's tons of those, you know, nice country areas in the Philippines. But anyway, air conditioner works awesome, and a decent bed. You know, it's comfortable. I like it, and great location where I'm at. And then the bathroom is small, but it has big shower head, hot temperature, and then this is the other part. It's a small bathroom, and it's really cool because you got that little table there, and they put these chairs under the table so you save space. Anyway, yeah, about 20 bucks for a place like this. Great place for one night, tax included. Safe. I've been walking around all night. Last night I was walking around like crazy all night and went out and got some coconut juice, some buko juice in the neighborhoods. Hung out with some of the guys a little bit last night. Filipinos, awesome. Samos, oh man, there's Samos. What's up, bro? You always pop in whenever I'm thinking about leaving, but I'll stick around. Been here over an hour, but I'll stick around. I'll put my phone on the charger for the battery. How you doing, Samos? Rodell says, Sam, how much do you spend a month? Well, this month's going to be high. I'm going to overspend this month. I was spending about $300 a month for me and my girlfriend, but now that we're in Manila, prices have increased. If I was to stay here, it's going to be at least $600 a month for this room, at least. But I'm looking at some other places. That's something else I did yesterday. I went out and I checked some other places that I could rent for a month. And I'm going to keep looking at other places. Matter of fact, I should have recorded that one yesterday that I looked at. Dang, I forgot. I wasn't even thinking about it. I wasn't in my vlogger mentality, but I should have recorded it. Anyway, yeah, this is a hotel room, Samos. This hotel, you can stay here for about $20 a night. Now, there is one bad thing I'll bring up. The TV here is not working for anything except for YouTube. Now, the good thing is I'm on YouTube. So you can watch my videos. No discount for monthly rates. Yeah, I talked to them. There's a small discount. They told me. It's not much, though. It's not going to be much. Maybe it might get it for about $5.50 a month, maybe. But this isn't what I would recommend. I mean, I'm only bringing this up because as far as the hotel goes, it's a great deal for a hotel. But I wouldn't recommend coming over here living out of a hotel because, I mean, you could get a condo cheaper, you know. Did you say I was in Cebu? No, not in Cebu. This is in Manila, and it's close to BGC. Those videos I've done on BGC, you saw one of the condos. I remember, Ozzy, because you commented on one of the condos I did for BGC. Yeah, and the reason I always say, you know, like 600, 400, 550, I can't give you the exact number because the conversion rate changes, you know. You might get 59 pesos for $1. And then next month, it might be 60 pesos for $1. So I can give you a close number, but I can't give you an exact number on the American dollars on when things change. I can give it a number like exactly for today if I look at the conversion rate and I divide it by whatever rate they give me. So if they give me 1,000 pesos, let's say the place is 1,000, and which is not. It's a little bit higher than 1,000, but it's close to 1,000. Yeah. Then convert that by, say, about 60 right now. Sorry for coming in late. Oh, no problem, bro. Glad to see you. How you doing, Samos? How's life? Let's see. Rodell says, Slack, why won't you let me talk? Rodell, calm down, buddy. Samos says, sorry for coming in late. Oh, yeah, no problem. Slack says, wish I could pop in more of your streams. Been so busy. You've been slack, bro. You've been real slack. Okay, I'll try to calm down. All right, Rodell, you can do it. You can do it. Stay motivated. Stay motivated to do your best, my friend. Just another day, Mike. Steven says, daggone it, I miss the trash cans every single time, bro. No wonder I didn't play basketball for NBA. Let's see, Steven says, what was your looking at paying for a condo there when you find one? Dude, that's gonna be different. I've seen condos that were 12,000 pesos a month. Take that 12,000, divide it by like 60. That's pretty cheap. I don't know how much that is, but for rent, not buying, but for rent. I've seen condos, and I stayed in a condo that was 12,000 a month, and then I've stayed in condos that were 35,000. 36,000, now I think about 38,000 a month. Yeah, stayed in that too. So divide that by 60. I don't know how much that is. That's pretty expensive though. But there's some condos out here that are, 50, probably 60, probably 80,000 a month if you want like the super nice places. So you could say anywhere between 12,000 to 100,000 a month. Rodell says, I'm just talking to me because I want to have a #1 streak. Oh, dude, I thought you had a #1 streak. Number 2. Let's see. Slack says, do you make member perk only videos? I need to change that. Yeah, I got a level 2, but I need to change that. It was gonna be some more racy stuff, but every time I tried to make it, YouTube was like, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. So I'm very restricted, and I basically need to get rid of that level 2. So I don't have any just members only videos. Should I? You think I should? What's your suggestion? But yeah, I don't really have that. I was wanting to do the racier stuff because I didn't want everybody and their mama to see certain videos, family type, non-family type stuff. But all right, take care, Rodell. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. See you again, my friend. Samo says a condo for 12,000. Well, yeah, that was the best price I've seen. 12,000 to 100,000. Let's see, I'm fading fast. I wonder how much that 100,000 would be. I don't even know, but yeah, I've been up to about 38,000. It was a very nice place. The one I got that was 38,000 a month. Really nice. Slack says I have to go. See you next time. All right, brother. Take care, Slack. And Samo says, how do you find these places? A realtor? Yeah, it's sort of tough to find the realtor, to be honest with you. I've been to places that said they had it and the doors were never open. I go there the next day, and nobody would ever be there. I think if you can get their phone number to contact them that way, And things are a little bit different here as far as like contacting by phone. I mean, you probably want to try to use Viber. That's an app. That's a business app for calling different businesses and so forth. Or WhatsApp, if they have a WhatsApp number. I would try to get one of those, or get both of them. Try to get their Viber number and their WhatsApp number. But it's very difficult to do that. The best way has been Facebook Marketplace. You can go on Facebook Marketplace and put in what you're looking for, and you can find stuff that way. Another way is watch my channel, because I show a lot of different places on my channel. Another way is you can find a realtor. I did find one realtor in Cebu, now that I think about it. This was a long time ago, before I had my channel. If I would have known, I would have kept that information. But if I'd known I was going to do a channel. Let's see. But yeah, Facebook Marketplace, a lot of people use that. Airbnb. Yeah, those two. That's what most people use. Airbnb and Facebook. You can put in that you want to stay a month in different places. Even Agoda. But Agoda's not the best. Agoda's normally for like a day. But sometimes you can find a monthly rate in Agoda. So yeah, check out those three. Facebook Marketplace, Airbnb. You put the country over here in there. Let's see. Rodell says, I'm still here. And Aaliyah says, hi. Hi, Aaliyah. How you doing? Samuel says, how's the outside view, Mike, from the window? Well, we'll look out here. I mean, it's quiet. It doesn't look quiet because it's busy out there. But yeah, it's quiet in here. I love this place, to be honest with you. But if you're real picky, then you might not, because you might want a super comfortable bed. This is very comfortable. I fall asleep like a baby on this bed. But some people, and you might want a big bathroom, because that's a small bathroom. Check that out, small. So it just depends on how picky you are. And that TV, like I already talked about that. But here's the outside. So yeah, we're right here. This is a busy road in front of us. It's not that busy right now because it's not rush hour. But it's not loud. It's quiet. You know, you don't really hear anything in here. Let's see. Okay, guys. How far from BGC? Yeah, Android, I walked to BGC. It took me about 15 minutes. Now, to get into the areas most people go, it's going to be closer to 20 or 25 minutes walking. But to get to the edge of BGC, about 15 minutes. So you're looking at like closer probably to 20, 25, because you probably want to go to the cool places. Yeah. If you're walking. Now, most people wouldn't do that. Matter of fact, the girl downstairs said, you're going to BGC? You need to get a taxi. You need to get a cab. But I walk like crazy. I walk like 5 hours some days. Let's see. Samo says reviewing apartments would be a cool thing to make videos on. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, things are a lot different here than the USA. In the USA, it's a lot easier to deal with stuff like what you're talking about, bro. People are extremely shy about being on social media. They're not shy. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. One thing to have is save face over here, Samos. Have you ever heard that term, save face? I'll explain it in a second, if y'all want me to. Anyway, how much is the Subway? You talking about the restaurant? They have Subway restaurants over here. But as far as the trains go, you can ride on the train super cheap, bro. They don't have the kind that go under yet. It's all up. they're working on the one to go under. And I think that one's ready in 2030, I believe it is. That's their projected date anyway. It's going to take a while. Do you recommend buying land? Well, I'm not a legal advisor. I don't really talk about that kind of thing, but I'll just say what I think. So, once again, legal disclaimer. I'm not a legal advisor, and I hate people that act like they're lawyers and they come in there, blah, 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 blah. But as we know, people talk a lot, and you might be over here, and you might be one of the foreigners over here or whatever, I don't know. But as we talk, people say you can't buy land, a foreigner, unless you become a citizen. That's from what I hear. Now, you can do your own research. You can consult a lawyer. But yeah. Samo says, I haven't explained it. Yes. Yeah. So another thing I like to advise is, hey, do a rental contract for like freaking whatever, 20 years. If you want to build you a place on that little land or whatever, how long are you going to live? Maybe I'm going to live 20 years. I don't know, 30 years, whatever. And rent the land. Now tell me, what do you think? But I would say contract, this is going to be the price every single month for say 30 years. The only thing with that is if somebody bought them out, though, now I think about it, it might be a problem. Anyway, I'd recommend probably the best thing is to be with somebody that you can really, really, really trust. A good wife that you've been married to maybe 5-10 years or whatever, and use property that they have, or which I've got friends that have used family property, built homes on family property, or I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, let me catch up with the chat. Just gotta be like Filipinos. You gotta be creative, bro. You gotta figure out ways to do things. That's what I love about the people here. They're very creative. You'll see. How things can be different and how you can do things different. You can learn from this. Android says, no, not 37. No. 30, 2030. Someone told me, I think they told me it was 2030. It was a condo place told me that. Now, the reality is, I don't know, but that's what someone told me. It was in the video, they said it. I was doing a live. I think they said 2030. Samo says, meant to please explain Saving Face. Yeah, sure. Saving Face is big in Asian culture, especially here. And basically, they don't want to make their family look bad. So they don't want to go out and do crazy things like Americans do. Be loud, boisterous, is that the word? I can't think, but anyway, loud, obnoxious, and that kind of stuff. And that's why they tend to sway away from being on social media. The younger ones are changing quite a bit, though. The younger ones are, a lot of them like it, especially the guys. A lot of the young guys are like, yeah, man, let me be on there, They're pretty cool. But the only thing is, I can't put a 16-year-old boy on here without his parents' consent. Let's see. Phila Plays says, I got my stepsister pregnant by mistake and her in a relationship. Me and her are in a relationship. Bro. That's wild, but things are wild nowadays. Things are wild, bro. Anyway, I wish you the best on that, bro. I mean, I don't know. That's wild. Yeah. I mean, the main thing is happiness. Whatever makes you happy. If you two are happy together, that's awesome. That's what I think. Ron says, hello, what's up, Ron? Hey, 67, say 67, please. All right, 67. Keep it real says, creative, interesting choice of words. Yeah, I think it's cool. I love the creativity. Steven says, do you have many girls over there asking how rich you are? No, I don't. No, I am poor, bro. I'm poor, Steven. And I have one girlfriend. Right now she's hanging out with some family. 676767 peso at all-time low. Yep, dollars high, peso low. Yep, Ron says, hey Mike, I have a question real quick. Go for it, bro. Here as in where? Here as in where? I don't know what I said. I'm in Manila though. If maybe that's what you're trying to figure out. Let's see. Keep it real says, saving face means if they scam or steal, don't call them out on it. Laugh out loud. Well, I would say that's part of saving face. They don't want to be embarrassed or whatever. They don't want to embarrass their family or whatever. I mean, I could tell you're sort of trolling me here, bro. And as far as scams and stuff like that, yeah, you got to be careful with that kind of stuff. Or steal. Man, I had stuff stolen from me in U.S. quite a bit. When I was a kid, man, someone broke in our house and stole a bunch of stuff. Of course, I lived in the hood, so it wasn't a surprise. Let's see. Ron says, you won't listen, bye. Okay, bye. And Carol says, hi, Mike. How you doing, Carol? Good to see you. Australia, how you doing out there in Australia? How's life going? Samuel says, Mike, I'm a little confused. So this is the apartment that you are renting? No, not renting a place yet. Just staying in a hotel for about $20 a night right now. And I'm looking for a place to rent. I haven't decided where to stay at yet because I'm waiting for Eve. Waiting for Eve so me and her can make a decision together. She'll probably be up next week. So I'll probably be doing hotels, maybe condo, staying around $20 a night for until me and Eve can find something together. I'm looking right now. I'm checking out places. But right now, doing a hotel, and it's about $20 a night. Ron says something. Let's see. Evan says, it is hot as F today. Sorry, bro. Sorry, Yvonne. He's in a condo, the force suppressor on the ceiling. No, this is a hotel room. Fire. Eve, coming up soon, Mike. Yeah, should be next week. Not trolling at all. I live in Mindanao, American. Condo decent is about $500 USD. I had a decent condo, and it was, I think, a lot cheaper than that. I think it was about $400. Let's see, 500. How much is that? Is that 30,000? Yeah, that's about 30,000 pesos. But, it depends on what you want. Depends on if you want a studio. This was an older condo, but it was a nice condo. Semos, and matter of fact, I might go back over there now that I think about it. I have to find it because that was when I first got over here to the Philippines and I didn't know nothing. Somebody took me over there and I got to find the place, figure out where it was at. But yeah, that was a good deal. Samo says, thanks, Mike. I appreciate the clarification. You're welcome. Let's see. Carol says, very quiet today, being Good Friday. Oh, yeah. Good Friday to you. I didn't think about that. Android channel. Android channel. Trying to remember. Is it Stewart? Stewart? I think it started with an S. Anyway, I'm thinking about renting a room in my house for $155. See what I'm talking about? He's in Paraguay. I was telling somebody they might want to go to Paraguay. And You know, he's renting a room out, $155 a month. He's thinking about it. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna screenshot that in case I ever make it there. Might be talking to you, bro. I don't see me doing that anytime soon, though. Let's see. I've been in hotel, condo, apartment, and with squatters. Seen it all. Yeah, me too, man. And half bamboo house. I've stayed in bamboo huts. Yeah, doing all that stuff. Samo says, Mike, maybe you could film the places you are looking at. That'd be interesting. That's what I was thinking. I am. I'm going to be filming some more of them. But the one I looked at yesterday, the place I looked at yesterday, it was 17,000 pesos a month. Hold on, is that right? No, 18,000. It was 18,000 pesos a month. The only problem is it's very small place, you know, and it's not the best place. I tell you that. It's not as nice as this place I'm in. 18,000 a month, but I might go with it, you know. Let's see. Province here, house rent is $100 or less. Yeah, same out there in Mindoro. I was staying in Mindoro, and you know, they have places there for about $100. Let's see, 17,000 is a gated community house. See, now you're talking about lower prices. Jerome, that's right. Jerome Butler, the bus. Stuart was off, so sorry, bro. Keep it real. What's your name, bro? What do you go by? Android channel says, for YouTube celebrity, I would offer $1 for the first 60 days. Oh my goodness, I'll screenshot that one too. Hey, remember this? And I'll show you the screenshot. Zach, hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well, bro. First time viewer. It's awesome, man. Nice to meet you. So you're down in Mindanao. Are you in Davao? What area in Mindanao? I could barely see your picture on my phone, so I don't know what you look like or anything. I see a yellow shirt that's like pretty bright. You were in Davao for a year, now in Malabala. Man, I don't know where that is. 46 years old. Awesome, bro. Yeah, I'm 53 years old, but I was hanging out with a guy yesterday that was in his 30s. And real cool cat from USA. You're from US? I'm from North Carolina, USA, originally. I was in the military for a while, so I went a lot of places. So what part of USA you're from? 1.5 hours from Davao. Okay, Louisiana, sweet, awesome. Been to Mississippi, haven't been to Louisiana, I don't think. Or maybe I might have went over there for like half a day or something. Grew up in Jersey, oh, okay. Bro, that's big difference. Well, I'm from Jersey. Hello, can I get some freaking what do they call it? Cajun, yeah. Can I get some freaking Cajun over here? That sounded like a gangster. Huge difference, yeah. And a huge difference, Philippines too, man. You're going from freaking Jersey, Louisiana, Philippines. What's your background? What kind of stuff did you do with your life? Exactly. Yeah, what have you been doing with your life, bro? Or are you like got super rich parents that give you everything? Thailand was before Philippines, but not enough English speakers. Yeah. I bet that was fun, though. Did you have a lot of fun over there in Thailand? Steven says, when you was in the Army, how many years? 5 years, bro. Overseas, did you do all overseas? Only one year. Yeah, just 1 year. Over in Korea. South Korea. So much fun, I bet. Yeah, I bet. So your name was, hold on, what was your name? Oh, thank you, sir Samos. Thank you for helping a brother out. Zach, okay. Try to remember Zach. Reminds me of that TV show, Saved by the Bell. Let me give you a screenshot and like and heart and all that stuff. Thanks a lot, Samos. Yeah, I really gotta get something together though because I have to lower my prices. I am over my budget right now. I know that for sure. But this is part of the things we had to do because we couldn't stay where we were at. We had to leave because those people were coming in for at least a month. So we had to leave for at least a month. But we might have to go back over there to the province area if Eve doesn't find the call center job. Hopefully she will. Hopefully everything works out. BK on me, Mike. Thanks, man. I might have to. Joe Pa, there you are, bro. Yeah, man. I forgot about you, man. I was like, yeah, dude, you've been gone so long, bro. But yeah, I've been only doing an hour lately, so maybe that's the reason I haven't seen you guys. I gotta plug my phone in. Hold on, let me charge it up. Thank you, Joe Pa. I screenshot that as well. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, I'm so tired of freaking Burger King though. I might have to get something else. Oh, I found there's a Popeyes. There's a Popeyes chicken close to where I'm at. Yeah, it's even closer than the BK is. All right. Let's see. How long have I been in the Philippines? Been here about 3 years. How about yourself, bro? Close, almost 3 years. I left. I left, and then I came back. So, cumulative, is that how you say it? Cumulative. Yeah, 3 years. Anyway, let's see. My mother-in-law passed away Tuesday. Sorry about that, man. Thank you, Joe Pa. Thank you, 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 thank you. That's 10. Thank you, Samos. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. That's at least 5 thank yous. Thank you, guys. Now, if it gets too high, just say thank you times whatever. I appreciate that, y'all. Means a lot. Keep It Real says, same, little over 3 years. Oh, okay. Well, you're a little bit more than me because I'm close to 3 years. Yeah, it's been a blast, bro. Like, have you been up north here? I mean, I've been down, the farthest I went down south was Bohol. I didn't get down to Mindanao, but I've been to a lot of different islands, but I haven't been to Mindanao. I wanted to go there one day. Let's see. Steven says, I did just under 2 years. Was able to get a VA medical card. Congratulations, man. I went over there and I tried to get something. They wouldn't give me anything, bro. 5 years in the military, no disability, nothing, so I didn't get anything. You should check it out. Yeah, I went over there. Talked to them. Yeah, sucks. Joe Pa says, thanks. You're welcome. Thank you, man. Keep It Real says, so pizza SNR. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was just talking about that today. Matter of fact, that's what I want to do, man. You go to SNR Pizza, guys, that don't know the area here. SNR Pizza has some awesome, delicious pizza. And I even did a video on this, too. I got a video of going to SNR, showing the pizza, the price, everything. Close to about $3, $2.75, something like that. Big, huge slice of pizza. And that's all I need. I don't need any more than that. Yeah, it's delicious, bro. The rest is weird pizza, Yeah, but you know what? Up here in Manila, I don't know if you've been to Manila. They have some Korean pizza that's really good, and it tastes like Little Caesars pizza back home. They actually used to have a Little Caesars up here. They had 2 of them, but they disappeared. We have Papa John's pizza up here, bro. Yeah, and we have some good Italian pizza places too in Manila. Really, very good. Of course, you got Pizza Huts all over the place. Joe Pa says, I won't tell you in live, but I can tell you you can get 100%. Well, I wish I could figure it out because, I mean, honestly, on the VA, I I brought medical paperwork. They lost it first of all, so I had to resubmit because they lost my paperwork, and then I didn't get crap. Anyway, Samo says there's a vlogger in Manila, Tillamook. I think nice house for like $350 a month. I know a vlogger here that's living. He's living pretty rough too. He's living pretty cheap. I'm living good right now. This hotel's awesome. This is like luxury. Y'all know where I was staying before. I was taking tabo baths. I had no cold water tabo bath. Plumbing was like nothing, like using the big bucket, all that kind of stuff. That's how I lived for over a year. But that's why I wanted to get back up here, man. I wanted a nice hot shower, bro. Oh my gosh, I love taking a hot shower. And I got air conditioner. I didn't have any air conditioner down there either. I had one, but it didn't work. So I didn't have any. Super rough over here. Yeah, Papa John's, bro. Papa Melina, good to see you again. How you doing? I think Melina. I think Melina's in Philippines. Joe Pa says 3,900 a month plus TRICARE. It's not hard. Well, are you coming over here to the Philippines anytime soon? Maybe you could help a brother out. Help me figure out how to do it, bro. Then I can give back to people. I can help people out here because I used to do that quite a bit when I first came over, but haven't been able to do much anymore, helping other people. 3,900 would be like crazy, bro. My water is at a trickle today. Yeah, I know that feeling. Brownouts, bro. I have brownouts all the time. Wi-Fi was horrible. Dude, this Wi-Fi has been great. $20. I've got awesome Wi-Fi, awesome place to me. This is like luxury to me for $20 a night. To me, it is. He would live like a king. I know, bro. Definitely. Man, I mean, freaking 2,000 is like a king. To me, anyway. I mean, do you have a lot of family? You have like kids and wife and all that kind of stuff? I just got a girlfriend, no kids. Samo says, Mike, as a veteran, you have VA coverage for the rest of your life. U.S. Embassy can get you more information. God forbid you get sick and you can go to the VA. Guam even got some hospitals. Yeah, Guam's not too far from here. And BGC. Guam even got some hospitals in BGC. Well, I know there's a VA hospital, and I've went to it, checked it out, and basically they told me I couldn't because I had no disability and I didn't have retired. I couldn't get anything here, bro. But I will say this: over in the U.S., there was some coverage that I had. It wasn't. It was some kind of coverage I had though. It wasn't like the very best or anything. Let's see. I left Province. I really need to spend time on medical stuff to try to figure out something because I'm not getting any younger. I mean, I do a lot of walking to try to keep me healthy, Keep It Real says, which is Zach. Zach says, I left Province and went to Davao City and got a hotel for a night and got stuck there for 6 months because good Wi-Fi, hot water. Yeah, I mean, this isn't bad. If you're going to pay $20 a night, $600 a month, hey, it's not that bad, but I was paying a lot less in the province. But I was paying a lot more in the USA. A lot more. Joe Pa says it gets better than that because he would then qualify for Social Security disability, another 1,500 to 2,000. Whoa, bro. Huh. Yeah, I don't know, man. Didn't know. Let's see, I'm back. No disability, you can get them percent for back pain alone. Yeah, they haven't helped me. I've been to different places, but I haven't gotten any assistance with anything. Sucks because so many people are getting it. I know, like everybody in the military. I know is like, I got it. Matter of fact, one of my friends just told me he just got his. Sucks. Let's see. Zach says I was paying 20 a night, complained one day of noise, and took 20% off for remainder of stay. Didn't expect that, bro. What was the name of that place? Mimi, how's it going? Good morning to you as well, Mimi. Joe Pa quit working at 59, bro. That's cool. Talked to Jeff today. How'd it go? Everything cool? Is he doing good? It sounds like y'all are doing good together. Sounds like it. I don't know. I haven't talked to him, so the only one I've talked to is you when you come in. How's everything going, Mimi? Yeah, I've tried. Back in North Carolina, I tried as well. Quit work at 39. You're lucky, bro. Left USA back in 2022. Are you military? Ex-military? I don't think. No, Zach, are you ex-military too? So how you doing, Joe Pa? Mimi's probably out there selling pancakes out in the heat. She's probably barely listening to what I say. She's busy trying to sell those pancakes or whatever she's selling outside. Bro, yeah, people can have a pretty rough life out here, I tell you that. Unfortunately not. Brother was Air Force. Well, I mean, you're retired at 39. How'd you do that? So it sounds. If I would have stayed in the military, I could have retired at 38. So I wish I would have stayed in. Father Army, grandfather Navy, cool 75-year-old. To here, let's see, he did 7 years. He took me to VFW and their parties. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I went to VFW a couple times. Yeah, they're always drinking. Always drinking. They didn't have any wild parties, but they were always drinking. Marine, let's see. Joe Pa says my wife wasn't going to retire or move until after her mother passed away. Wasn't expecting it to now. Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember you talking about that. Let's see, but maybe now she'll think about retiring and we can go travel. Awesome, bro. Yeah, let me know. We'll hook up. Samos, that'd be awesome. Sorry to hear about the mother-in-law though. Samos says, Mike, a lot of people complain about roaches in Manila. What's your opinion? Since I've been in this hotel, for about 3 days now, or 4 days. I don't know. I think it was 4 days. I haven't seen any roaches at all in the hotel. Now, I was in the BK, and I was sitting there at the table, and then a roach pops up on the table at the Burger King. But I'm just going to say that you don't see a lot of them, you know, and it really depends. Well, you see some. I was going to say the province area, I didn't see any, but no, I think I did see some. Yeah, I saw some. Yeah, I do see some. I think pretty much anywhere in the Philippines, you're going to see some. But I don't see a lot. It's rare. And yeah, so there you go. Tours, VFW, and Mason Lodges here are legit. Yeah, I went to the VFW up in Baguio, bro. Really cool guys. Let's see, Jerome. I got it this time, but the bus. Jerome says, grandfather was in the U.S. Army, 1863 to Civil War, bro. Yeah, that was our most unalived war there. Father, U.S. Navy, 1940, 45. Hurrah, hurrah, bro. That's awesome. I tell you, they really did a lot for us. You know, the golden generation really did a lot for us, and we should be grateful for that. You know. Joe Pa says, wow, Android, you're like Lieutenant Dan with a family history like that. Keep It Real says, tell them about Burger King and the one guy's job is just walking around with that electric tennis racket thing, killing the flies. Laugh out loud. I think it's going to be worse down there where you're at, as far as like some of the insects down there in Mindanao. I think. I don't know though, because I haven't been there. But yeah, a lot of people have some really easy jobs here, but at the same time, they barely get paid anything. Let's see. Keep It Real says, province, get a cat, no roaches. Yeah, that's the big thing. You get cats out here, bro. Keep rats, mice, those kind of things away, roaches, stuff like that. Yeah, and cats tend to be all over the place, like stray cats. And the thing is, our animals, our dogs, our cats, I don't know about where Zach is, but up here in the North area, we don't have like a bunch of mean animals. They're stray cats and stray dogs, but you rarely will find any that are mean. They're just pretty chill. They're just walking around. I feel like I'm gonna walk by them and they're at the beach and with flip-flops on. They're just so chill. They're really, to me, cool, but a lot of people don't look at it that way. They're like, oh, I can't believe these stray dogs are out here, you know. Anyway, Steven says, I found a roach in my Arby's roast beef sandwich when I was in Tennessee. Yeah, and that's true, bro. I noticed that in the USA, stuff like that's gotten worse before I left, you know. Freaking rats were everywhere in New York City. I'll tell you this, when I was young, I was a teenager, my mom brought a Coca-Cola home one day, and there was a roach inside the Coca-Cola when we opened it. Hello, Mook. What's up, Oshkosh? Pigs are cute too. Yeah, you're right, bro. Oshkosh, he likes the big girls, by the way, just to let everybody know that. He likes big girls. I'm just kidding, bro. Actually, Oshkosh just likes any girl. Joe Pa says, I've got 7 cats and still pay somebody to come. Wow, bro. Yeah, you're down there in New Mexico.
Yeah, I can see you probably need some help down there. Samos, but a lot of places in the U.S., bro. I mean, I remember staying in those apartments, and they're going to crawl from one to the other. Um, but yeah, I'm surprised. Haven't seen any here, and you saw outside where I'm staying. You would look at a place like this with high poverty and think that there would be a lot of critters, but there's not. And I think one of the biggest reason is because people don't have a lot of food to eat. I think that's one big reason. Plus, women tend to be more into cleaning, but you're still going to see stuff. You're still going to see critters. You still will. That's for sure. But it's not it's not as bad as New York City. Um, Carrie says, "Hello, beautiful people," and that was a gross story. See, Carrie, which is country kind of crazy, she's from over in Kentucky. She's what I called. Now, I mean, she might have had a hard life, and she might have been a hard worker, and I know she was a hard worker and all that kind of stuff. But she might have sort of had a sheltered life away from the craziness that some of us guys have gone through. Like being around New York City, man, it was horrible. The last time I was there, it was just freaking horrible. But anyway, she's had more of I think maybe a sheltered life. So basically, that's why I was trying to tell her go to BGC or go to Ortigas, because man, I think she'll really enjoy that. Akash says, "Make Philippines great again." Holy cow! YouTube closed and didn't have channel save settings activity live comments. Found you again. I tell you, I know one thing. It's sort of been strange with YouTube. Like, I get my videos popping up on my screen, and they'll be like 3 days later when I put it out. So, Samos, when you were talking about that notifications thing, sometimes they just take forever to get to you. The notifications is what I found out. Steven says, "I think the rats eat a lot of the roaches where you are." Well, it's possible. It might. And as far as how many rats we have, I have seen some rats. I don't see a lot of rats out here, but I do see some, and I'm not a fan of rats at all. The roaches don't really bother me if they're around me. I don't really want them on my table when I'm eating food. Though, I'll tell you this one story that happened to me back in North Carolina. I went in this restaurant. It was an Italian pizza. Got a pizza, and I've been there before. It tasted good. We're there sitting at the table. Me and some family members are sitting at the table, and I notice these roaches on top of the ceiling. And we got the big pizza right there on the table. And I didn't tell anybody that they were up there because one of them fell onto the table. Nobody saw it. And it was close to the pizza. But I didn't say anything because I didn't want to leave. I wanted to eat this pizza. I'm so bad. But I was like, hey, what you don't know will not hurt you. So I was like, they don't know anything. It's not going to hurt them. But anyway, we finished up the pizza, and then they finally saw all these roaches. There was more roaches and more roaches. They started seeing all these roaches coming from the freaking ceiling. And then they started freaking out. And so, yeah, we got out of there after that. And I told them, I said, yeah, I knew the roaches were there. And they were like, why didn't you tell us? They all got mad with me. Hi, country, from Samos. Keep it real, says Joe Pa. One cat kills everything here. Yeah, the cat thing advice is good. Even the poor lizards. Thanks, country kind of crazy. Joe Pa says, first hotel room I ever walked into in the Philippines. I saw the biggest bug of my life running across the ceiling. I see a lot of those lizards. I wonder if it was sounds like it might be a lizard, but you're familiar with the Philippines. So. The guy carrying my bag chased it. It ran into the bathroom, slipped through a hole. Was it in Cebu? Where were you at? Where were you located at? Joe Pa. I did see some kind of little creature running somewhere I was at yesterday, but I don't know what kind of creature it was because it was so fast, like you're talking about, went into a hole. I don't know what the heck it was. Keep it real says Davos said had huge rats in the. Are you talking about those big holes in the ground kind of thing? I think that's what y'all in the street. Okay. Yeah, I've seen them here in Quezon City. Man, some big rats up there in Quezon City. Joe Pa says into the room below me. I check out the next day. But I'm gonna tell you, I've had more problems with critters over in the U.S. I had a freaking snake living in my bathroom forever. It was like, your sink, and then under the sink there was like this hole in this old place I was staying, and I almost reached into that hole because I was like trying to clean up under there, and there was a freaking snake, like coiled up snake. I almost put my freaking hand on it, and I saw it just in time. It was there sleeping, And I stopped, and I was like, "Oh crap! I got a freaking snake in here." This was in North Carolina, USA. I haven't seen any snakes out here. Have you guys seen snakes out here? The people that's been here? I haven't seen any out here. I know they have them, but I haven't seen them, and I've been here all over the place. Cagayan Gold also, except for Mindanao. And I haven't been to Masbate, haven't been there. There's a few areas I haven't hit. Masbate is really way out there, man. Enough of those memories, Mook. He's throwing up. Coach Cut Crazy Carrie says, I did grow up wealthier. Oh, really? I didn't know that. But as a kid, I just thought everyone lived the same way. So really didn't appreciate it. I do now, and I am thankful, and I am blessed with my family. That's awesome. Now, I figured you were, probably more of a shelter life. I didn't know about the money part, but let's see. Keep It Real says, LOL, poor guy just wants to enjoy some pizza. Yeah, I haven't had pizza in a long time, man. That is so nasty. I knew Carrie wouldn't like the stories. Sabo says, geez, Joe Pa, new fear a lot. Steven says, my sister husband had a friend front Florida who went sleeping a roach went in his ear. Yeah, I haven't had that, thank goodness. And he had to go to the hospital so they could take it out. Man, that sucks. Keep It Real says, neighbor ate a lizard. More like a iguana. Yellow colors last month was a big deal. I got to plug my phone in. I forgot. Was a big deal for them to catch it. I wonder how that tasted. I would eat it. I would eat freaking lizard. I want to eat a lizard, snake. I want to eat snake, but I'll try lizard too. Mook, STFU, bruh. How you doing, Oshkosh? I never ask you because I never care. I'm joking with Oshkosh. He's from India. I give him a hard time. I give him a hard time, a very hard time. Sorry, Oshkosh. But anyway, yeah, he's a cool dude. I think he's a dude. I'm not sure what, but anyway. Rodell says, yo, I'm back. What's up, Rodell? Yo, bro, I'm back. Hey, Rodell. Oshkosh says, if I saw a snake, I would move to another house. Yeah. What I did was I closed that door up and I put this big bag of something in front of it. Something really, really heavy. So he couldn't come out of the place. He would have to eventually go back down because apparently he came through a hole into that area that he was sleeping at. Yeah. Keep It Real says, thanks for the hearts. By the way, Mr. Rodell, let's see. almost dropped the phone. Keep It Real says, bro, Province, I was always worried a snake would be in the CR because a small hole for water to leave the room. And sure enough, 2 a.m., went to pee. A 4-foot snake wrapped around the toilet. They like to wrap, bro. That's what I'm talking about. He's wrapped up in that area. That's wild, man. But the thing about snakes, a lot of them are not dangerous. You know, not going to hurt, not poisonous, not going to hurt you. But now he's going to talk about a cobra. Rudell says, yo, bro, what's up? Especially in North Carolina. I don't know about the ones over here in the Philippines. I haven't looked into if most of them were safe. In North Carolina, most of them are okay. Keep It Real says, cobra killed by a neighbor here 4 months ago. Whoa. Yeah, down there in that area, Mindanao, they say it's more dangerous, you know, with different things like that. Rodell says, back bro. And Joe Pa says, 1986, I was at the Mr. Chang Hotel. Dude, went back to 1986. Angeles City. I probably saw that when I was out there. Rodell's retracted messages. Let's see, checked out and went to the brand new Century, $16 a night. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, the very first hotel I went to, it was crappy. And I was like, I gotta get out of here. Wind up going somewhere else. Samo says the rats in New York were different species, size of cats, traveled in a pack of over 6+, clicking their teeth. That's wild. They ate the cobra also. they had supper. Oh, that's awesome. Rodell says, no, like literally, do you still remember me? Yeah, I still remember you, bro. What are you talking about? Rodell. Samo says, Mike, what are your plans for today? Really, I haven't had time to plan anything. I was talking to Eve before I did the live, and I haven't had time to plan anything. I'll tell you what I need to do though. I need to work on videos. Yeah, since I got some good Wi-Fi here, it's easier to use this Wi-Fi than back home, so I can sort of catch up on editing and updating and uploading. I mean, uploading, that's the big thing, to use the Wi-Fi that I have. So I need to work on that. Keep it for real. Plus, I'm going to go out, get some lunch. Go get pizza is what I'm thinking about. I don't know if I'll do it, though, because it's not that close to me. But anyway, we'll see. Was a rat snake around the toilet, like a black with, yeah, we have a lot of rat snakes over in North Carolina. We have, over in Kentucky, Carrie says we have rattlesnakes, water moccasins, copperheads. Yeah, we got those things too. My cousin got bit by a copperhead, had to go to the freaking hospital. Let's see, Keep It Real says frogs the size of small dinner plates everywhere in Province. Oh, they tasty. Steven says the biggest snake in the world is the reticulated python. 33 feet long, bro. And they have them in the Philippines. I would guess that they might be down in Mindanao or near Mindanao, but I don't know. I have to research it to find out. They could be up north in the mountain area too, now that I think about it. Like way up north there. Rodell says, I met an animal that has more venom than a snake. Yeah, I've heard about that. I can't remember. It's a frog. I think there's this real dangerous frog. I have to watch what I say on YouTube. But anyway, Keep It Real says, I have videos of friends catching huge pythons in Davao. They ate the chickens. Catching, oh snap. Samo says, country, where do you live with all the poisonous creatures. Country Kind of Crazy is in the USA, bro. Yeah, she's in Kentucky. Keep It Real says huge, maybe 12 feet plus, but thick as your thigh. Dang, bro. Caught a water moccasin at 15 years old. Didn't know it was a moccasin. Kept it as a pet. Yeah, I had some crazy friends like that, man. Some of my crazy rock and roll, heavy metal kind of friends, they all had freaking snakes and can't remember what else they had. But yeah, they were into the snakes. I remember. Keep It Real says popped out of his head and said it's poisonous. I said it wraps around my wrist and never bit me. Released when he moved at 26. Yeah, I don't know much about water moccasins to really talk about it. Country Kind of Crazy says snakes scared the heck out of me. You just need some of those nice snakes that aren't going to hurt you, and just put them on your body. Just become friends with them, Carrie. Rodell, she's like, what? Let's see. Rodell says a long time ago in Colombia there was a super zoo. Oh yeah, I remember Colombia. Yeah. I was down there in Ecuador too. Spent some time down there. It's right beside Colombia. I love it. I love that area. Now, things have sort of changed over there though. I think it's gotten a lot more dangerous and so forth. So, my battery is super low. Plus, I need some lunch. Moccasins attack. I was just lucky. Carrie says a bite from a real water moccasin. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. Just taught me something I didn't know. Because I grew up in the city. I didn't really know much about country stuff. Samo says, my little brother is into animals, scorpions, snakes, tarantulas. Yeah, they had weird stuff like that. Tarantulas. Yeah, tarantulas and snakes. All the heavy metal dudes I used to hang out with. You name it, shake my head. I don't remember any scorpions, though. Of course, you got desert out there where you're at, Samos, right? You're, I can't remember if it's Nevada or California. I think you're over in Nevada. Las Vegas. Yeah, you got all the, probably scorpions out that way. And a stupid kid. Rodell says, I left because I thought I was going to eat lunch. Now back, bro. What you going to have for lunch, Rodell? He's a kid over here in the Philippines, Rodell. I guess. That's what I assume. Could be wrong. Let's see. No, Poconos. That's right. Yeah. Pennsylvania. There's another guy that I was thinking of. Scotty. Is it Scotty? Maybe it's Scotty. Yeah, I was thinking about Scotty is, I think, Nevada, but I think he stayed over in California too. Went to Nevada, I believe. Haven't seen Scotty in a while because Scotty, Carrie's been, Scotty has been, fell off the wagon for the green stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Carrie? The green stuff. You know what I'm talking about. But that's a question that I was thinking about. I don't know who does that, the smoking. I was thinking about how much do you guys spend on that kind of stuff, Carrie says, reading what everyone is saying has made me realize, yes, Mike, I grew up sheltered. Yeah. Keep it real says, but that's okay. We welcome you. We welcome you, Carrie. We need some of everything in here. Keep it real says, and the guy talked about the huge rats in New York. Saw a dead one in New Jersey. Yeah, I saw one like that in Quezon City. And as far as a size of a huge cat, it wasn't that big though. Top teeth, 1 inches long, bro. I forgot what devil's lettuce means. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Okay. Maybe, yeah, I think I've only heard that one time in my life, devil's lettuce. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to be careful what I say on here. So I use something like that, I guess. Devil's lettuce. I'm starting to feel like you don't remember me, Rodell, from before when you were eating the nuts. Dude, that wasn't long ago. Of course I remember you. You were giving me the hearts, bro. So what are you eating for lunch today, Rodell? Samo says skunk grass, and Keep It Real says Thailand is devil's lettuce. Oh, is that where it comes from? Yeah, I knew this one girl. I think she was spending a lot, bro. She was spending almost $1,000 a month. I can't remember what she told me. It might have been $600 or $800 a month. She would get those big old bombs and go out to the car during work time. Yeah, she was. A lot of Americans really are into it. Joe Libby, Jolie B. Carrie says I spend approximately $200 a year. That's not bad. But need receipts to be legal. Yeah, I remember you talked about. You $200 a year. That's not bad. I remember you talked about you get yours from the place. You know, like not on the street. Which yeah, I definitely don't recommend getting that stuff on the street in the U.S. anyway. Thailand prices were same as USA, if not more. Doesn't surprise me. It's all about supply and demand. Rodell says, I miss the weirdest thing in your fridge. You know them people, they like to go party up there in Thailand. So you got plenty of demand. Rodell says, I missed the weirdest thing in your fridge thing. Can you bring it back? No, actually, I'm gonna get off here in about 2 minutes and go get some lunch because I'm getting very hungry. And charge up my phone too somehow. How I'm gonna do it? Let's see. Maybe leave it here on the charger or something. Containers can be refilled. Oh, okay, cool. Samo says, Mike, I see a lot of vloggers not getting permission for people they film. I know, me too, bro. Is there a new law there for vlogging? I mean, yeah, the rule is that you are not, if you're going to be filming someone, then you got to get their permission. That's why I'm always asking. You notice that. I talk to a lot of people in my lives. When I go out walking around, I'll interview people and so forth. But I always ask them, is it okay to be on camera? Like the one yesterday, the live I did yesterday. Hold on. It was a video. I did a video yesterday. I haven't put it out yet, but I got some people in that video. I had to ask. A lot of people say yes, but some of those girls are wanting to save face and they're worried about some of the vloggers doing what they do, what they see. You know, you see some of the vloggers over here that are saying, hey, will you do this nasty thing and that nasty thing? And a lot of these girls get scared when you say, hey, I'm a vlogger, and they think I'm going to be some creep, basically, because of the reputation that's started happening over here with some of them. Yeah, a lot of them break the rules, man. It's not fair because I follow the rules as good as I can, as hard as I can. Let's see. Carrie says, I have friends that supply the dispensary. Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. I couldn't remember the word. 50 lettuce shops every few blocks in Thailand was 2022, and new law it's legal. Yeah, that's a good point to know that it's legal there. Keep It Real says you can film legally in the Philippines. Is there a law I missed? Yeah, you can film legally, but if anybody that you put in your videos, you're supposed to have permission from them. Same as USA in public. Yeah, they've changed it where you have to be that way. Anyway, just can't use for demoralizing reasons here. Yeah, as far as demoralizing, you can't do that, period. In here, I've known people that's got in trouble for doing that. It doesn't matter if it's on video or what it is, just, trying to make people look bad, that kind of stuff. Rodell says, one final word, split in the air when the final mark caught fire, scattered. Basically, if you're over here in the Philippines, be respectful. That's all I got to say. Be respectful, because they're big on respect. Let's see. You look like, okay, JK, whatever. Can you cook there? Just put it in the fridge later. Here, I don't have anywhere to cook inside this hotel room. You get a condo, then you have the ability to do stuff like that. Let's see, you do not have to have permission here in public. Yeah, the USA isn't like that. And I think, yeah, we weren't like that. We weren't like that last year. They just, as far as I know, because, yeah, I was doing videos with people all around me, but then they came out and they said, starting this day, we had to follow these rules and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so anyway, it changed over here. Rodell says sorry, and I can understand both. I can understand to have the freedom to go out in a park, and if people are in your video, be able to record those people. I can understand that, because it's just life. When you walk outside and you walk to the park, you're going to see people. So if they're on video, to me, it's the same thing. But I can also respect the privacy for people to not want to be on the social media. I mean, my mom, she would freaking go crazy if she was put on social media. Some people like that. Yeah, in the U.S., you don't have to have permission in public. Be respectful, because in the Philippines, it's all for one and one for all. You can argue with someone and in 2 minutes have 10 to 15 against you. It's possible. It's possible. Basically it's like this. Just don't do it, Try, if you're going to see you're going to get upset with somebody, you're mad with somebody, which isn't a tendency to happen here, but I've been in that situation where I was upset with someone. I remember it was a taxi driver. But if you're in that situation, just get away from it, because you don't want to stir up any trouble here. I mean, you don't want to stir up any trouble anywhere, really. But yeah, it's almost lunchtime. All right, Rodell, take care. Keep It Real says no. Privacy laws, I would check with attorney. Yeah, check with attorney if you want. Let's see, 4 fights here. It happened. Some tried to rob me. You had 4 fights? I haven't been in any fights. But you're in Mindanao. It's a little bit different there. Have a big Muslim population down there for one, but I'm not saying it's because of that, because I know Muslims that are wonderful. But anyway. Anyway, you have crazy people from everything. Some tried to rob you and it happens. I'm trying to. Yeah, I haven't dealt with any of that. I'm not the kind of guy that goes to bars though, and I try to stay away from trouble. I grew up in the hood, back in the USA, and I saw all sorts of crap, and I wanted to get out of there, bro. I did not want to be. I got in a lot of fights growing up, but I didn't want to have the guy selling cocaine across the street from me anymore, crack and all that kind of crap, and seeing all the hookers and all that kind of mess. I wanted to get away from it all. Let's see, one UK foreigner. Yeah, and you tend to have some of those want to be tough guys from different countries come over here too, and they might stir up trouble. Avoid problems or have cash to get out of trouble. Yeah, having cash always helps with anything. Let's see, Samo says, I like the color scheme in the apartment. White look. Oh, thank you, but it's a hotel. It's not an apartment. It's a hotel. But yeah, I appreciate it. Keep it real. And yes, sir, girl is Muslim. Hold on, who's Muslim? What are you talking about? Oh, your girlfriend? You talking about your girlfriend's Muslim? Country Kind of Crazy says, in the U.S., we do have more freedom than in other countries, but nowhere on earth can you just be free. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of freedom over here, but respect is just a big thing. It's just a big thing over here to respect each other. And in the USA, I can bring up some things that we are not free on, but I'm not. I'm gonna not deal with that topic right now. I'm dead laughing. Samo says, "Oh, really? Girlfriend's Muslim? Oh, that's cool." Yeah, I mean, I've had some wonderful friends that were Muslim. I don't never really see Muslims anymore around here. But they have them up here. I just don't never hang out with them. But yeah, some really good friends. Samo says Mindanao is apparently a really bad area there. Hold on, keep it real, Zach. Are you saying it is a bad area? I mean, it's such a big area. I got my opinion, but I've never lived there, and I know people that's lived there, and they have their opinions. Let's see what Zach's opinion. He's been living in Mindanao, so we can hear what he has to say about Mindanao. I just told her the joke, and she didn't laugh. That doesn't surprise me. She's kicking. I don't know what that is, bro. Hold on. Oh, is that? Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Carrie says, I own a house in the middle of the woods and the edge of the mountains. Beautiful place, I'm sure. And even seen sometimes I see drones. There's no such thing as privacy. The word is a false sense of security. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I want to see what Zach says about Mindanao. And then we're going to have to hop off here. Get something to eat. Let's see. Samo says, I think 2 foreigners were unalived. Mindanao, I know one. Yeah, probably. I know one, but I really don't follow much information in Mindanao, so I can't really talk about it. I've got a good friend down there, and Davao is actually one of the safest cities to live in, but Davao is a small place compared to the whole Mindanao area. Mindanao is big. Zach says Mindanao, I don't know. I lived in a small province. Oh, okay. Made friends with everyone. Illegal poker games. Paid cops. They call when MBI is coming. Oh, okay, I got you. That's a trip, dude. But see what he says here? Keep it real, 545. See what he's saying? That's the kind of craziness that you can find down there. I'll let y'all read that. But he hasn't been much out of the small province there, it looks like. But yeah, Davao, I've had a lot of people go to that particular city, and it is known as one of the safest cities in the area. And it happens to be in Mindanao. And the reason why it's so safe is because the president lived there. He lived in that city and cleaned it up and yeah, just made it a nice place to live. Let's see. Yeah, enough said. Samo says, how old are you, country? She's 54. Keep It Real says, it's like the wild, wild west of the old days in the USA. Yeah, some of the provinces I've been to, other places outside of Mindanao are like that too. Davao is very safe. Yeah, Duterte, he was the president at the time. Yep. All right, I'm going to close out now, guys. Do a countdown. Thank y'all, everybody, for coming in. Thank y'all for coming in. And yeah, country kind of crazy. Samo's 48. 48. Carrie's 54. I'm 53. Yeah, Zach, nice to meet you as well. I think Zach was 38. Is that right? Zach, 38, 39, something like that. 39, I think. Read my message to you above. Did I miss a message? Okay, check it out. 54. And no, Mike, I have a broken down farmhouse, but it's paid off and it's mine. That's the main thing. It's sort of like my truck, Carrie. I got an old truck. It still runs pretty good, I guess. My mom's been using it, so I don't know what's going to happen whenever I get back to it. And it's paid off. Yeah, and it's mine. I never see it, though, because it's over in the USA. But all right, let's see. The battery died on me. Let's see if I need to catch up on saying anything before we close out. Who lives in the Balkans? What's up, UEY? Balkans, isn't that north Luzon? Up there in the mountain area? Not sure. Oh, 46. Okay. I think you said you retired at 30 something, 39, I think it was. That's what it was. Take care, everyone. And thank you for subscribing, bro. And okay, there we go. Mike, read my message. Oh yeah. Carrie, I don't think you're here, but if you're here, yeah, I was thinking that you probably had a nicer place in the old farmhouse, but an old farmhouse to me would be really cool. I think it sounds pretty cool. All right, I don't know if anybody is still here, but I'm closing out anyway. So countdown: 4, 3, 2, 1. Peace out.